Welcome here to the Eltham High School for tonight's NBL1 action between the Eltham Wildcats and the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence. It's a little bit chilly in here, but tonight I'm joined by Dwayne Hogan. Welcome, Dwayne.
Thanks, Tom. It's good to be here. Back again for another fun night of hoops. Be an exciting night, really.
It's been a while since we've been on the commentary together as well, so looking really forward to this. You see the young talents of the Centre of Excellence coming up against some older bodies of the league, but the Centre of Excellence have taken teams right the whole way through this season. I see you're trying to avoid the cameraman here to our left.
Get out of the photo from the referees before we start.
Yeah,
it's the COE. They've had it's hard for them this year to manage their workload. A lot of Oz camps, and there's a lot missing tonight away for the 19 Worlds on the 20th of July they start. So there's a few missing, but hey, they're a very talented group.
You talk about the COE. It is Indigenous round here for the NBL1, but 8 players tonight on the road, and I believe half of the team, if not more than half of the team, Dwayne, on your little research has been they've come from Victoria as it is.
I think there's 5 of the 8 from Victoria, but there's still a few spread from other states, Queensland, New South Wales and South Australia. So good spread of athletes from all over the country at the COE.
The Wildcats last weekend, you made the trip up to Albury to support, and at stages, about 2 minutes to go, it was 10 points down and come away with a 4-point victory.
Well, it was looking looking like going to be a loss there, 10 down with 3 minutes to go, and somehow the ladies got it together at the end to get the win. Come away 4-point win. A long trip. Leave here in the morning. I think we left at about 11:15. Get up, some lunch at about 3. Straight to the stadium, play, and then straight back on the bus after and back home. Back home by about midnight. So long day, but it's all worth it when you come home with a win.
It well and truly is. As we get towards the last minute here, it is Indigenous round, and for the referees that got their special tops on tonight to recognise it. But throughout the league, there's been a few jerseys. Obviously not the teams here tonight, but you've seen Bendigo have released some of theirs, Knox. So there's teams getting in the spirit of it all.
Yeah, I think there's Kilsyth and Albury, they all had them. So it's good that all the clubs are getting involved and spreading the Indigenous around all over the place. It's great to see.
As it was the Wildcats last weekend up in Albury. Later on we'll see the men, but tonight it's about the women to start here. You've got Coach Spencer and Coach Veal going through their final chats before the players come out on the court. The referees go through their final chat, but the Wildcat Den here is it's filling up, and it's good to see the families from Victoria, all right, getting around their around the COE girls as they come in to the state, which is it's good for them. They get to play in front of their home crowd or home fans and be able to let their parents see what's going on.
It is good. Yeah, and referees with these new tops for the tonight for the Indigenous round, they look quite good. Not a big fan of the black and white stripes.
It's not quite your black and white stripes tonight, though, is it?
No, it's a good thing.
It's a little bit darker tonight.
It's always someone complain. They get a bit of cold breeze blow in, and Jess Baker, referee, complained straight away about the cold. Probably want a heated stadium at some point.
Jess, of all people, should know that it's every stadium here in Victoria is going to be cold on a night like tonight,
except Ballarat.
Except Ballarat, unless you go to Belgrave High School for a youth league game. As it is, we're here, tip-off. We've got Mulligan in the tip. It's going to be COE Melbourne to bring it down the court. She'll go against Panousis. COE straight into a high on ball. Getting side-to-side action. Melbourne taking it at Panousis yet again on the drive. You got Hawaii on the wing there. Big screen at the top there. Wildcats force the miss, and as they come, Kunek's pushing it down the floor.
It's good defence by the Wildcats. Just forced a contested shot.
Straight away, Chelsea Swears opens the game with the 3.
Well, that was last week's. Really struggled in Albury to get her feet set, just to the defensive pressure she had all over her. But had a little bit of space, feet set, and a good way to start for her.
As is, Hawaii kicks it across the court. We go to Smith. She gets inside 2 points. Lovely little hook shot.
Yeah, just kept it alive, just tipped out of hand, just stay with it.
As it is, got Kunek running the 1 here. Kicks it over to Panousis. They're going to look to get a mismatch inside. High on ball screen here. Pull up jump shot, and it's good. Long 2.
That's something the Wildcats have done the last couple of games with Kunek back, coming into the group, starting to play a lot more in the 1. Releasing Panousis and Swears to be a shooter, because Kunek's still going to get a lot of shots herself anyway.
The foul will be called here. It's going to go on Kunek.
That's unfortunate, because 3-on-3, that's not a foul, that's play on. That's that little adjustment from 3 weeks ago from Amsterdam. You still got to get used to.
Still coming into the game. You got Rees here. She's going to put the ball on the floor, find it on the wing. Smith, Chelsea Brook in the lane, gets the strip. Swear, she's just going to say, I'll take a layup there. A 3-point layup for her it is.
Oh, that's a good way to start. Transition 3.
There it is, Smith straight to the ring again, taking it, put it on the floor, exposing the Wildcats inside. Panousis gets to the Mulligan. Mulligan straight into that on-ball action with Kunek.
Good extra pass for the easy 2 from Mulligan to Kunek. Got early time out here from Kristen Veal from the COE. And he's going to have to talk about a little defensively on what we're going to do here.
Both teams already similar actions, actually. Getting that high on ball or a wing on ball, moving the ball side to side. It's just the Wildcats are able to find their shooter. And Chelsea Swears, who's already hit 2. I'm sure we'll be keeping account of that tonight. But as you saw just then, Sarah Rose Smith, I believe was a Hawthorn junior. Am I correct, Dwayne?
I think from memory she might have started Camberwell, went to Hawthorn. Yep. Another coming out of our EDJBA local domestic competition club. So, lot of talented athletes have come out of that domestic competition.
You're correct on that. As it is, the COE's back out on the court here. Coach Spencer's taken his timeout very deep in the corner tonight. It is 7:40.
A bit of full court pressure here from the Wildcats, trying to.
Chelsea Brook just getting in the lanes.
It might have been a little bit of keep the ball out of Melbourne's hands. To be disruptive as best you can.
Try and make the 4-man have to bring the ball up the court a little bit. As it is, Rees inside for 2. Little post hook action. And here it is, Kunek running the 1 again. Early screen here from Chelsea Brook. Kunek's no good.
They've made a little bit of a change defensively out of that timeout, with Jade Melbourne defending Kunek on the last possession. So
you got Hawaii finding Fuller there for the transition bucket. Wildcats get the ball, Panousis inside to Mulligan. Action off the ball. Swears on the wing. She's looking for that 3 ball. Gets it to the top. You talk about that matchup then. It's Melbourne getting a hand on it. Take away that little step back shot from Kunek. This will be Wildcats ball with 1 second on the shot clock. Schweers fires that shot up, unable to get it to
I
go.
was going to say, you probably only need 1 second, but unfortunately she couldn't get it to go.
Melbourne with the ball here. Gets a screen from Fuller. Little horns action. Sarah Rose Smith unable to get the 3 to go. As is, Kunek brings the ball down the court. Wildcats going to get a little pick and roll action. Finds Mulligan inside for 2, assist to Chelsea Schweers. That split line rotation wasn't quite there for the COE.
Yeah, look, they're trying to jump up the lane, and always the way when Schweers has already made 2, you've got to get a hand above the ball, take away that option. So they jump up the lane, gives the roller a nice easy 2.
As it is, Kunek picks up her second. You talk about that aggressive defence. She's going to have to make an adjustment. That's 2 now. The subs will check in. As Veal gets some early rotations with only 8. Price to throw it in. There's Pollard with the 3 ball, unable to get it to go. Rees on the O boards, couple O boards there, but the Wildcats able to hold it down, get it back.
Looking to run and skip there.
Schweers with a little jab step, and she gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, I think we're at 3 already. And we've only
little
played less than 5 minutes in the first quarter. If this is a repeat like the Sandringham, she went off for 40 and hit like 7 or 8 threes.
Pollard with another 3. Follows her own shot. There's going to be a little reach in here from Panousis.
Just look at Pollard coming straight in. First 2 shots, 2 threes. It's just coming out of the Vic Country program, and they shoot a lot of threes in that program.
Pollard coming off a state campaign as well, or Nationals campaign. Here's to Price. Was in the same team with her. Follows her own shot. And you talk about that 3 ball. There it is again. COE able to get on the O glass. The 2 points. Big extended pressure here from Pollard on Panousis. Panousis unable to get the left-hand hook shot to go. Melbourne to bring the ball down the floor. Melbourne sets up the offense. Looking to get the ball inside. Turnover here. Schweers pushing the ball down the court. She was looking for that 3. Draws the D. Mulligan's fouled inside. She'll go to the line, shooting 2.
It'll be a foul on Pryor. I think with, well, really it's both teams with 8 at the minute. I know there's one with Barton having an early Friday night game, still trying to get here from work. But going with 8, it's going to be who's going to be the fittest and going to keep going for the full 40 minutes.
It's where your fouls as well, Dwayne, are going to come into how you're going to value them. If you're going to pick up some early ones, then you might have to sit.
It's about being aggressive, but not being aggressive and foul. That's going to be the key. Mulligan makes the 2, and it's out 17-10. To get into that same horns action before.
Melbourne wants to put the ball on the floor. Foul will be called on Panousis, and there's that early fouls we talk about. It's 2 on Kunek and 2 on Panousis.
And now they're in the bonus, and there's still 4 minutes 20 to go.
Panousis will take a seat. Stagger will come in, and Melbourne wants to take her straight to the post, and there's that 5th one. They're going to go to the line here, the COE. Early recognition there from Melbourne to get herself to the post and utilise some strength that she's got over Staghole. She'll shoot 2. I'm able to get the first to go. 56%, so you'd be looking for one of two every time she goes to the
So
line.
they get a bit of a full court, bit of a half court trap sort of situation from the COE now. Sort of threw the Wildcats out of their action for a little bit. They weren't sure what to do, where to go, and they end up turning the ball over.
As is, that's that rotation again for the COE. It's Pryor will throw it in, and Price will run the one here. Out of the Vic Country program too, Price. Looking at that for that three ball. Pollard on the wing against Kunek. Unable to get the three to go.
Hustle on the glass from the COE, keeps it alive.
Skip pass here, Pollard at the top. Kunek guarding. Late in the shot clock here. Tough D. Pollard gets the shot up. The COE able to come up with just another offensive rebound.
And that's the keep the ball alive and you're half a chance. And so it's time out here to the Wildcats. I think Coach Spencer wants to have a little chat about make sure we secure these defensive rebounds.
Exactly right. It's been the story of a little bit of this first quarter here. As Coach Spencer, he'll be making sure that it's contact before you go for the ball and just turning and looking as it is. You talk about COE having low numbers. You're correct about the Wildcats. They're low numbers as well, with Barton still trying to get here from work, and Diani Ananeve, who's currently representing Vic Country at the under-16 Australian Junior Championships. I believe you have the result from their game that they had earlier today.
Yeah, the Vic Country girls went down to SA Metro, 66-62 in a close game. I was tied at three-quarter time from memory, and SA Metro just got it going in the last quarter. It was close all the way. At one point, Vic Country were up 8, and then it swung back the other way. And the Vic Country boys, they got a win as well. So
young Harry Stone's in there for the Wildcats.
We're back underway, and there's that look to double team Schweers. Just creates more options with Brooks getting an easy two in the corner.
The high on ball action here. Price kicks it to the wing to Pollard. Hawaii inside. Throws the shot up over the top of Stagall. Unable to go. Wildcats pushing the ball. Kunek down the floor. Finds Mulligan inside. Mulligan with 2 points. Transition basketball. See the ball firing straight down the other way. Straight back at you. There's that Horns action again that we spoke about. Price taking it at Schweers. Loses it. Still able to get it. Pollard says, come give me a screen here. As I'll find you inside. You just get the 2 points. There we go.
As Fuller looked to go to that on ball. He just slipped through, find her in the paint.
Great pass from Pollard.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
Pollard up on Schweers here. Kunek with the ball. Pick from Brook. Spin move. Little fader. Unable to get it to go. There's that little one-on-one game from the 3x3 that Kunek is able to bring to her 5-on-5 game late in the shot clock.
Yeah, especially the spin move with the extra step we get now, the non-travel. It's always a great advantage.
Steve Chad over on the... he'd be loving that one come Monday morning in the office.
Oh, it's good. It creates a bit of extra excitement for the fans with that extra step. Everyone yells out travel because it has been for 35 years. But it's not now. That's good.
Kunek unable to get the second to go. COE pushing the ball down the floor. Price finds Hawaii in the corner. Able to get it to go.
There you go. Come up with a defensive rebound.
Schweers with that 3 ball. Unable to get it to go. That'd be her first miss from the 3-point line, I believe.
First miss, and she looks a bit disappointed with herself too, with missing it. She had time, had her feet set, couldn't get it to go. Good help coming in for Koenig with Stagall.
There's Hawaii with the 3. Despite Chelsea Brooks' hands, she said, I'm going to knock it down. Koenig running that one. To Mulligan, Stagall here. Schweers puts the ball on the floor. Oh, little ankle breaker there. Koenig unable to get it to go.
The rebound from Brooks, and she gets easy putback.
It's that offensive rebound again. As Price will push the ball down the court.
I think that's the key, is pushing the ball when the defenders are not ready to defend.
Hawaii off that high on ball. Gets the shot up, follows. You see the COE girls are just all over these O boards tonight. Kick ahead. Koenig lost it a little bit there. Just going to pull it out here. The COE will get another shot at it here. Koenig's fouled as she goes to the rim.
Bit unfortunate foul, really. I thought she was a little bit out of control there with Koenig, but
as it is, the Wildcats did get that shot off with still some time to punch it back and get that 2-for-1 situation. As we have a look over, Sean Gillham's just waiting to check in.
She's been sitting there for a couple of minutes waiting for Koenig to make a foul shot so she can sub in. So as the COE can rotate a few more. There it is. There's the sub. She gets a sub now. As it's 30 seconds to go here, 26-16. A bit of full court pressure.
Schweers all over it here. Smith kicks it across to Price. As they just easily get it down the court here. Bit of zone.
Bit of zone, yeah, you're right, Tommy, with the zone.
COE, a little stumped here. Price in the corner. She goes, doesn't matter, I'm going to knock down a 3 anyway. There's that country shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of movement.
Schweers finds Stagall in the corner. Stagall unable to get it to go. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Wildcats leading 26-19. What's some points you're seeing here for the COE?
They'll just continue to get their feet set to be a scorer. As soon as they got their feet set, they shoot the ball so well that you're going to make a lot of shots, especially if you're attacking the defender straight away. As soon as they get it, going straight away. Don't just walk the ball up and get into a wrestle with bigger bodies. Attack them as quick as we can.
Using their, you'd say, their younger legs here. Get a bit of speed up and down the court.
Enthusiasm, athleticism, whatever you want to call it. Or maybe their ability.
Well, I think you just got a little knock on the shoulder there from Ben Sukia.
Coach Sukia is a bit trash talking.
As it is. For the Wildcats, you saw once they cleaned up that defensive glass, they were able to get a bit of transition, push it down the court, and create a little bit more open shots.
Yeah, I think one thing probably too for the COE is giving up 26 in a quarter. You're looking at a 100-point game here, so you probably don't want to give up 26 in a quarter too often.
There it is. We'll get the stat sheets here from Adam Caruzas. As is, Dwayne, we talked about that 3 ball and Schweer. She's 3 of 4 from the 3, has 9 points. You've got Alice Koenig with 7. For the COE, pretty much a point spread here. A couple with 4, a couple with 3 as they're going forward. But it's you look at the rebounds and it's the COE up on the boards. 14-9. The Wildcats getting that assist game going, moving the ball, finding the open shooters, and just knocking down their shots.
That's it. It's all about having everybody involved and find the open shooter. So, Tommy, we're pretty fortunate right now. Special guest here with us.
Yes, we
Adam,
get
Adam Doyle has wandered in and jumped in on the microphone, have a little chat with us.
A little bit of big time over here, is it?
Nah, no, none of that. Thanks for having me, lads.
Might have been. Wasn't sure whether there was a bit of competition with Sykes. He was on here 2 weeks ago. Housemates, and now Doyle's come strolling in.
Yeah, I think that they felt a bit sorry for me, so they gave me the call up.
Chelsea Brook here with 2 off the offensive rebound. Housemates as it is, and Josh, he did get the call up prior to you, but what is it like living with Josh in the house?
Yeah, no, it's really good. He's a good guy and respectful guy, and we've had a lot of fun throughout the year, and he's working hard, and I'm sort of teaching him the ways of how to be professional, and he's doing really well.
As is that, we talk about your connection with Josh on the court, but what's the connection like with the rest of the team? What's it been for you this season to get to know, obviously you knew Justin Ava coming here, but getting to work along with Steve Smith as assistant coach and Coach Trevor Lee. What's it like though working with some of the guys, Sammy Whelan, who gets a chance to learn off of you?
Yeah, no, it's really good. It was a challenge I accepted coming in and trying to teach some younger guys the qualities and skills that I've picked up over the 6 years I've been in the NBL. And no, it's been really good fun, and I've really enjoyed it, and hope to come back next year.
You talk about that 6 years. That's the more recent past for you. Where did you, when you began your little career as a junior, where did you start at?
I started my juniors at Sturt Sabres, and then moved to Forest Eagles under 18s. Played in their men's program for a while, and then got the call to be a development player with our 36ers, and was a development player for 3 years, and finally got my call up into the main squad. Was there for the last 3 years. So
I think that little three from Chelsea Brook, it was Swears has made a few. There's been a bit of a contest all the way during the year with Brooks out shooting Swears, and you need to make some tonight.
It is, and
foul on the on-ball screen.
Chelsea Swears might have come in here tonight and said that I'm not letting Chelsea Brook shoot one better percent than me from the 3-point line. She's gone 3 or 4 straight away.
A bit of a shout out to all the Swears fans all over the world, especially her family back home in the US. Hello to them.
We know her mum will be watching tonight, so hello to you.
As Brooke goes off again, as soon as we talk about it, she goes 2 in a row.
As it is, Chelsea Brook from SA as well, same as you, Adam.
So Adam, we're hearing that we play a bit of Fortnite. Are we any good at this or not?
Nah, not really.
Good.
I won't even pretend I'm good. Nah, I'll get on the Fortnite with a couple of the Adelaide boys, Sobes and Teasy and DJ, and we all get on there and just talk some crap to each other and have a bit of fun. So it's really good fun to get away from basketball and do some fun things.
It's always good, a bit of stress relief away from hoops the whole time.
No, you're exactly right. It is a good stress free. You don't think about the game and you can do something different.
As is, we've got Chelsea Swears here. She's going to call for a high on ball. Puts the ball on the floor, gets that layup inside. I know we get to go, but there's that offensive rebound we spoke about, Dwayne. The Wildcats taking a bit of what the COE did in the first quarter and starting to create a little bit of their own, create an extra shot. And here's Swears with the 3. Chelsea Brook hits a couple. Chelsea Swears goes, it's my time again.
And just like that, she's made 4 now. So she's away, feet set. It might be a 3-point shootout here in a minute with the COE going for 3 as well. So Adam, back to some serious questions. What's the game day ritual? When lead up to games, what do you got to do to be in your best shape?
Yeah, I make sure I get all my shots in during the week, but game day, just wake up whenever I wake up. Sometimes it's 9:30, sometimes it's 10. Have a decent breakfast. Today I was just listening to some music, doing some word searches, some word finds, and then just have some lunch and then basically sleep for another 3 hours.
We might do something just to keep the mind engaged, and then we'll go and have a sleep and a bit more food again before we come here.
Pretty much. Just make sure I'm rested and off my feet, because I know Trev doesn't give me a lot of break out there, so got to get your break in when you can.
As it was over these holidays, Adam, you've been coaching a little bit here for the with the younger Wildcats. What's it been like being able to teach them just a little bit something different that you might have learnt through your career?
No, it's really good. I always love giving back to the kids, and especially a big community like this. And I love getting out there and coaching the kids and teaching them the skills that I've learnt over the years. I also coach some kids on a Monday night, some individuals, and some kids that want to work a bit extra harder. So, no, it's really good fun, and I really enjoy it.
So I'm not sure whether we're being set up here, Tommy, from Mr. Sykes, but Adam's going to tell us about DJ Doyle.
Yeah, I get going a bit. I like to get on the decks a bit at home, get the 2 plates out and start spinning some tunes. So if you ever hear us in Montmorency, you know what's going on. It's DJ Doyle on the decks.
Sounds like we're going to do a little trip, Tommy, during the week.
I don't know if you'll be able to get in the door. The line's pretty big.
I was waiting for the little invite to come through. As it is, put the ball on the floor here. We've got Rhiannon Barton checked into the game.
The Rees is starting to be a bit of a handful for the Wildcats. Get a couple of hit to the hoop, some putbacks.
As we see, Panousis will check into the game. Must be a party or something on tonight, Dwayne. Panousis got a little bit of the fake tan on. But as it is, Rees at the line here. Gets the first one to go.
Sort of just hanging around the COE. That's back out to 8, but still within touching distance. A couple of scores, and it's back tied.
As it is, 7 points here. Held the Wildcats a little bit here, the COE, from that big 26-point quarter.
That bit of full court pressure, and she just dribbled through the lot. Find Barton inside. As he strolled in from work, quick change, throw on the court, and gets the easy 2.
Great little feed there from Sean Gillum.
Probably not quite the luxury of Mr. Doyle being able to have a sleep during the day when we've got to go to work.
Yeah, no, it is good fun. It is, it is good to get your rest in, but yeah, still don't want to work that 9 to 5 just yet. So I'll keep doing what I can.
I've been doing that 9 to 5 for 25 years, and it's no fun. I'll give you the tip. Stay what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest.
Schweers puts it on the floor, banks it in for 2.
Yeah, look at Schweers over the year. They scouted, she's going to shoot a lot of threes, but she is great at the one dribble pull up, just on the edge of the paint, knocking down those. She's really good at that.
So, Adam, girlfriend on the scene, as it is, we all know. The real thing is, when are you going to propose to her?
I've obviously been stitched up here. We've been together for 2 years now, so it's been good fun, both of us being over here, and she's from Melbourne, so it's part of the reason coming back here as well, to get back with her family, and that she's been in LA for 2 years now, so she's really good, and we're loving it over here.
Oh, Swears goes again. She's feeling it right now. We got some subs from both teams. It must be hard for Sarah, Adam, with having to live with you and Josh stuck in the middle. I know her and Josh are a bit of home and away fans. You have to sit down and tune in a home and away as well, or you get out of that?
Nah, look, I will be honest. I got her hooked on home and away. We used to watch her back home when we were with mum and dad. But no, she enjoys it. We have our laughs, and we're all clean. She loves cooking, so we're happy. But no, she's really enjoying it here, which is one of the main things.
You talk about the cooking. I've heard that yourself, Adam, doesn't make too bad of a chicken noodle soup, is it, mate?
Yeah, the old chicken soup, the old Nana's chicken soup. It goes down a treat. Just a lot of veggies in there and a bit of chicken, and it's unreal. If anyone wants to try it, just let me know.
So
I'll start selling it $5.
So now we've got DJ D Oil. He also makes chicken soup, and he can get some buckets on the court.
Really, it's when is she going to propose?
Well, I'm going to say, it sounds like a pretty good catch there to me.
That's what I thought.
As it is, Melbourne tried to put some heat on Kunek, and he's going to get a blocking foul for it. 3 minutes here to go in the second. Little correction there from the referees as they go here.
That full court, or that half court trap situation again, which took the Wildcats out of what they wanted to do earlier.
Schweers with that little jab step. Wants that another three ball. It is Mulligan trying to put her body on the floor here. Price kicks it ahead. You got Barton. Stops the fast break there.
It's that hustle, just get on the floor, get after the ball.
As we see it again, here's that horns action from the COE. Price put the ball on the floor, and there it is, kick it out to the shooter. Over we get to go, Mulligan with the boards, and she'll bring it down the court here. So we've got Kunek running the one, Mulligan running the one, Panousis running the one.
I think Mulligan was pretty happy to hand the ball over.
So, Adam, the preparation this week, what's it been like? Being able to get your good little session last night, but what's the week been like for yourself to get yourself ready to play?
Just making sure I get all my workouts in. Obviously, between the clinics and that sort of stuff, it's hard, but no, just making sure, focusing on different aspects of my games where I'm going to get my shots from during the week. That's what I practice during the week, and then the team sessions. We work on what we want to do that week and what we want to get out of it. I think we've had a good preparation for this week.
Koenig picks up her third, and she's going to have a rest. I think that comes from the extra pass from the COE that Smith attacks.
Not driving straight away off a drive.
No, that's good to the corner. Had to close out on the three-point shooter. Kick it. Ball in the paint.
It is 8 points here. 2 minutes to go in the first half. The COE just hanging around there. Not letting it get too far out of their grips. Lovely little dump-off pass there. Wildcats throwing a bit of size here at the COE with Koenig picking up that third. You see Chelsea Brook check in. She's on Price. A little dunker spot. Unable to get it to go. The Wildcats push the ball back down the floor here.
That on-ball screen action, hitting the roller has worked really well for the Wildcats. Just from the COE, not quite getting all over the split line to help out. It's a little bit slow on the rotation.
Yeah, I feel you're getting set up here a little bit, Doyle, with these questions, but what is the Adelaide tradition of Eagle Rock?
Yeah, no, I don't know if everyone knows that one, but when the Eagle Rock comes on, you drop the dacks and you just dance around. It's a good tradition. I'm not sure if everyone knows it. I mean, they would have seen it last weekend at DJ's wedding. The song came on and it's tradition. When it's tradition, you got to do it. You can't not do it. So, all the lads just get out there, drop their dacks, and have a little dance around.
It must be an interesting. I've never heard that tradition before, and I've got a lot of family in Adelaide.
Yeah, I don't think many people have heard of it. I've asked a couple of boys here. Some have, some haven't. But yeah, no, it's a good tradition going on in Adelaide.
Well, a little bit of contact there. No foul called. But Mulligan trying to go in the post with a little bit of a mismatch. Got there eventually, and then got the foul.
You can see that look in her eye. As soon as she got hit on that first catch at the high post, she goes, I want it back. Give it to me. And she does. Goes, puts the ball in the hole, and she'll go to the line for the extra.
It's a bit interesting here. All three referees all pointing to that. You call it, you call it. No, I'm not sure whether they were going to call it anything. Blew their whistle, but wasn't sure.
As is, the call's been made. Mulligan here at the line.
Comes up short. They got an offensive rebound. So that key is keeping the ball alive for your team, give you more chances to score.
You get time with the NBL, Doyle. We know it's not over, but in the past couple of years, what's something you have learned from Coach Joey Wright as you go forward?
You know, just learning to improve every single day, and just the different things, aspects he sees in a game, which opens your eyes to, you know, seeing things in the game these days. And he's just really smart and comes up with plays, you know, on the spot, where it's a 1 second play, a play you need to move the ball around to get a score. Or it's crazy watching him and how he goes about coaching and how he sees the game. You know, I've learned a lot from him over the years and can't thank him enough for what he's done.
Were you lucky enough to go with the Sixers over to the NBA game, the game last year? How was that experience?
Yeah, it was unreal. It was a bit unfortunate. Probably about 2 weeks before in the pre-season blitz, I tweaked my hammy, so I was coming off a hamstring injury, but I wasn't going to miss the game. So yeah, we went over there. It was really good. You know, they treated us well over there, and it's just the facilities over there. You know, and being in that stadium, I mean, it is good, and you know, it was an unreal experience. And my parents were lucky enough to come over as well. They flew over and did a bit of traveling while they're over there. But the funny thing was that, you know, we went into their change rooms and the stuff that they have, and you know, we had a shower after the game, and the shower heads are about 2 meters high. The water nearly got cold before it hit me, and I think I needed a stool to get up to use the cubicle too. So yeah, it's a bit different over there. It's a lot bigger. So it was good though. It was really good fun, and I learned a lot from being over there.
Before we let you go, Adam, you talk about your family being able to go and watch you over in the States, but what's it like being here? Are they just jumping on the live stream, or have they been able to get to some games here?
Yeah, no, they always get to the games that they can. I think they've been over maybe 4 or 5 times now throughout the year, and you know, we've gone back to Adelaide to see them, and you know, family's a massive part of my life, and can't thank them enough for what they've done. And but they watch the live stream, and whether that's my family, everyone in my family gets on. My nan, my nana, I always get texts from them all the time saying good luck and we're watching and that sort of stuff. So it's really good to have that massive support behind me.
It is. We'll let you go so you can keep that game day ritual going. But thank you for joining us tonight, Adam, and best of luck on the court.
No worries. Thanks, lads. Thanks for having me.
Good luck for the last 3 games. At half-time here, Wildcats leading 52-41.
You could be looking at some very high scores right now, Dwayne.
Well, we're talking at quarter time about the COE. Probably don't want to be giving up 26 every quarter. They've given up 26 both quarters. So they probably need to do a little bit better job defensively to stop that. But probably to the Wildcats too, they've probably got to do a little bit better job defensively. I'm sure Coach Spencer won't be totally happy with giving up 41. They'll want to keep that a bit down to 15, I would have thought, a quarter. So a few little adjustments to happen here at half-time. But look at Chelsea Swedish we were talking about before. It's actually starting to get it going. With a couple of really quiet games last couple of weeks, just because she's been so good early in the year in teams, and it just scared her hard, defend her really hard. Hasn't been able to create enough space to get enough shots off, but tonight she get a little bit, only needs one step, get some space, then lets the ball go. 5 from 9 from the 3. She has 17 at the half. So that'll be real positive for her.
Will definitely. You talk about Schweers, you've also got Chelsea Brooke as well, who's able to get on the board. She's got 12 points and 7 boards. For the COE, you got Kelsey Rees, you talked about. So that little difference inside. Got going, she's got 10 points, 4 rebounds. You got Sarah Rose Smith with 11 points, but you look at the minutes, and it's Schweers who's played all 20. Chelsea Brooke following her with 18. But
and you look at the COE group, it's just an even spread of minutes. Get everybody in, rotate through, and they're all going to develop at their own rate. And the only way to get better is by playing. And they're going to get a heap better. I know a lot of them are going to head off to college over the next year or so. So it's all exciting times for them.
As it is, 5 minutes to go here in the halftime break. We're going to take a little short break, and we'll be back with you for the second half. As it is, we're back here for the just before the start of the second half here, and you look at the points in the paint, Dwayne. Both 22 points apiece, but Wildcats just shooting that clip a little bit better there.
Yeah, it's 73% to 55. I think that's a little bit of Rees there. Just getting her feet in the paint, being a target, a couple offensive rebounds, getting to the hoop to score. You know, they got 9 offensive rebounds to COE, and that's going to be big for them. You know, admittedly only 2 second chance points, but they're keeping it alive and giving themselves more opportunities to get some scores. Just before we get going, a bit of a shout out to our Vic Country, Vic Metro under 16 girls playing in Darwin at the moment. Half time leading 38 to 20 over New South Wales Metro. So it looks like they're going to be hitting, if they continue to keep going, they'll be heading off to a final against SA Metro, which is Victoria versus South Australia in any sport is always
fiery.
fun. And which means Vic Country girls will play New South Wales Metro if the results stay as they are. Hey, 18 points, you're never out of it. You could come back, so time will tell.
It is. We talk about the 16s championships. You've already got Vic Country men through to the final. It's been a while since the it's probably been a Vic final.
I can't remember a Vic versus Vic final, but I know the Vic Metro girls are going for 3 in a row if they get through tonight.
It is. Going to get that little action at the top here. Rees into that on ball. Melbourne with the ball. Puts the ball downhill. Veal just mixing it up a little bit. Trying to create some opportunity inside for the COE. Tough defense from the Wildcats there.
Almost a lot of switching on that for the Wildcats.
Kunek trying to find Schweers on that weak side. Are you looking at now? Sarah Rose Smith, she's hugging her tight. She's not letting any shot up here. Mulligan skips it across to Kunek.
Get late in the shot clock now.
Kunek unable to get the 3 go. 2 good defensive sets there from both teams.
With that contested 3, they go into this wheel type action for the COE.
As it is, Hawaii puts up the 3, unable to get it to go. Strong box out there from Mulligan. Turns the ball over. Good defense there from Rees. Just mirroring the ball, getting a deflection, and Fuller putting it in.
Yeah, it's all just got to keep it alive. A little deflection.
There's
just
another
a bad
one.
Pass, a little deflection, and then Melbourne attacking the rim. Come up short. And who is it again? It's Rees with a rebound, and then she'll head to the foul line.
It is Rees. Picks up offensive rebound number 4 there, Dwayne. Just, as you said, just keeping it alive, and she's able to draw a foul and go to the line herself here. Just put a couple more points on the board.
We'll have a look at her. You know, long, tall, and she competes hard.
Runs the floor pretty well too, and got a nice looking shot there on the free throw.
I couldn't tell you because referee Jess Baker's standing in the way. We couldn't actually see the shooting. We saw it go in, but that was about it.
Jess still didn't move after we had that little comment. That's all right. She'll be able to watch back on that one.
As makes 2, and all of a sudden it's back at 7. The COE.
Melbourne put a bit more heat on Kunek here.
Almost go into the same action, the Wildcats, from what the COE were in before.
Schweers coming off a down pick here. Kunek putting the ball on the floor. Mulligan kicks it to Panousis. On ball action. Throws it up. Unable to get it to go. It'll be last off the COE. Hawaii a little bit ginger after that play.
Maybe bang knees or something, not sure there. A little bit ginger.
As Adam Capehorn just walks past us here as he gets ready for his game coming up next. Late in the shot clock. Mulligan was open, just unable to get the right pass to her. Tough defense there off the on ball to make Kunek throw a low little bounce pass, and I'm sure you, Dwayne, I know myself as a player, but I'm sure you as a coach, don't allow too many bounce passes in the key to a big fella.
I'm fine with the bounce pass, but it's got to be coming up. You can't be catching it at your ankles. And if I'm getting my big man rolling at the rim, as Smith steps out and knocks down the three,
back to 4 points.
Back at 4.
Here it is. COE pushing the ball down the court. Kunek, fumble there from Melbourne. A little bit of frustration there. Bridge O'Neill check in for Mulligan. Coach Spencer up on his feet here, directing the troops. Kunek to run the one. Schweers extends that defense.
O'Neill wide open. That comes back from that double off the on ball. They jump way up the lane.
Chelsea Schweers being smart enough just to drag that defense higher, get it that extra step, kick it to Chelsea Brook, and a lovely little high-low action there from the Wildcats.
Yeah, in the first half, they were hitting the roller straight off from the on ball, but that one was extra pass and it was the high-low. Smith goes back in again for another 2 off the glass. And she'd be out about 11 at the half, so starting to feel it pretty good right now.
She's hit a 3 here. She's also got a couple of pull-ups as well. Schweer is unable to get that 3 to go. It is 4 points here. COE's going to set up again for another set.
That was that defense we're talking about at half-time that Coach Veal would be really wanting the COE to defend a lot harder. And they've come out and they've shown that intensity and that effort defensively.
Fuller inside, little left-hand hook shot. Early here, COE's got himself back into the games. Schweer's looking for that 3 ball. Kunek off the high on ball. Little step back here. Defense hands were down, but Kunek unable to get it to go. 2-point game. Caduceus will take away here. Early on ball action. She'll pull up and whack. She's able to get it to go. Wildcats are going to find a shot here. Find the open shot again. Wildcats to Schweers here. Kunek inside. Wants to go with that post game. Fader's no good.
Just haven't been able to offensively to get anything going since half-time, the Wildcats. Reeves with the trail 3. That's the confidence you get when you're in the game, and offensive rebounds, get some putbacks, get to the foul line.
Fuller not allowing Brooke to go and set that easy screen. The Kunek puts it on the floor. She goes, I'll take the 2, but I'll go and get an extra at the line.
It's almost that Fuller not allowing that screen forced Kunek to put the ball on the floor and attack off the baseline.
As both teams will throw some rotations in. This will probably be Chelsea Schweers' first break for the game. And how long do you think it's going to be, Dwayne, here?
Probably not too long, I wouldn't think. Might depend if the Wildcats start getting it going. She might sit out, but if they start to struggle to score, it might just be a minute, couple of minutes, try and break a mismatch and get away from that hard defence that the COE were going to. Good help defence from Gillum.
Foul has been called. The basket's been waved off. As it is here, it's Indigenous round across the NBL1. And the Wildcat Den is filling up very nicely here. I know Jordan Canavan would have been loving that little comment just there, as he gives us a cheeky grin as he walks away. As it is, Price will throw it in here for the COE. It's Pryor, back to Price. Pollard looking for that 3 ball. The referee almost got hit in the face there, but lucky Melbourne's hand was able to stop it.
Nice little jab step and the pull up.
Caduceus gets the boards, pushing it down the floor. Throws it over, unable to get it into Chelsea Brook. Price to push it back at him. Melbourne gets fouled as she'll go to the ring here. Be on Barton.
That just comes from just pushing the ball hard. Don't give the defenders a chance to get back and defend. Attack them downhill. Melbourne makes the first. Know whether defensively for the Wildcats have got to go, just mix it up a little bit. Couple of possessions in the zone for a little bit, just trying to throw the CO out of what they're doing.
As it is, Wildcats bring the ball down the court. Koenig directing here. Panousis off that high on ball, gets herself in the paint and one. Vanessa Panousis.
Contact all the way from the top, and then they wait until they shoot it, and then they call the foul on the shooter. Always tough as a defender. You probably fouled him about 4 steps before that, but they allowed to go and get in a nice little shooter's roll, and we're on the foul line.
As it is, Panousis for the extra. That's good. Pollard to throw it in. Here's that extended pressure from the Wildcats again. Kawaya here, kicks it to Price. Into Pryor.
Nice move from
and
Pryor.
one. Jade Melbourne with a little bit of a celebration there towards the centre of the court. Just getting around her teammate.
Yeah, looked like a little bit of a scissor type action. Throw it to the high post, look at it cut off, but they've popped. And she just spins, gets to the hoop, and got the foul. Looked like it was off Barton, but probably could have been called a foul. So we'll just call it, go to red. It's that full court pressure here from the COE.
Wildcats get out of it. Panousis, there's Hawaii with the sharp hands. She'll go down. A lovely little finger roll off the backboard.
And it's back to 1, 60-59.
Kunek likes that little mismatch, gets the defender to fall. There's Chelsea Brook getting on the offensive glass. Able to draw a foul there. As we'll see Mulligan check back in. And talked about it earlier. Sarah Rose Smith got 16 points. 7 of 11 from the field.
I think it's that for the Wildcats right now is trying to get less contested shots. Need to be finding open shots. Here's a mismatch with Mulligan and Melbourne in the paint.
Well done
Good
by
defense
Melbourne there.
by Melbourne. Come up with it, but couldn't quite hang on all the way to get it out.
Sharp hands by Chelsea Brook, but that's well done by Melbourne there. Caught in the mismatch.
There's much better help defense there from the Sarah. Even though they give up the foul, but they're rotating over to help. And everything this quarter has been contested for the Wildcats.
Sure, that'll be a point of Coach Spencer's. As Panousis gets the point, gets it, 1 to go.
Gets the second. Some full court pressure here from the Wildcats. Up the lane here.
Price able to break down, defend a little punch screen, pulls up, knocks it down. Turn and going the opposite way already. She just knew it was in. There's that, not letting Chelsea Brook quite get to that screen there, making it difficult for the Wildcats to get their pick and roll option. But there's Kunek. A little late on the pass as the Paige Price was able to get a hand in the lane. Sarah O. Smith to bring it down the court here. Is that a little horns action? There's Melbourne, comes off. She's going to go at Sean Gillum.
Nice move, get stepped through. Couldn't quite get it to go.
Looking for a call there, Melbourne.
we go. Need a bit of court sweeper. Come out and dry the court out after Melbourne had a little bit of a fall over.
A little bit of an Eltham referee there too, David Brogno. Joe Chu saying hello here from behind. Gee, some people might need to start getting in line to get a little bit of shout-outs from us here, Dwayne.
We're selling them at $5 a pop.
Yeah, Doyle selling his chicken soup. There's Chelsea Brooke looking for that 3-ball. First 3-point attempt for her of the half.
It was probably one of the better sets that they've executed for the quarter. Got open, extra pass, feet set, just couldn't quite get it to go.
That being said, it is a 1-point game. COE here. Price to come off the on-ball. Pollard was looking for that 3-ball again. Now she'll go to the post.
To the mismatch.
Little ball movement there. Sarah O'Smith able to get the 3 to go. You saw she was following that shot. The COE is all about getting after their shots, getting on that O glass, trying to just create extra opportunities to either create the open shot or get a bit further. Mulligan puts the ball on the floor. A little up and under. Able to get it to go.
Couldn't
Chelsea
quite get it. Brooks trying to keep it alive, but Melbourne was all over it. And Price almost lost it, but quick enough to get it back again.
Panousis was hunting that down. As is here, there's that matchup we talk about, Panousis and Price. Pollard with that 3 in the corner. She's able to get 1 to go now. And the COE is going to take a 2-point lead here. They've just been chipping away at it, Dwayne.
Well, they're just all quarter. It's just they've been able to execute offensively.
Panousis goes, if you can hit one, I can do it too.
That lead didn't last for long, but they got opportunity with 26 seconds to go. They'll want to be going in at 3-quarter time in front. Had a great third quarter.
There's Pollard again with another 3-point attempt, unable to get it to go. Kunek, you'd assume the Wildcats are going to hold it here for the last shot. 10 seconds on the clock. She gets that high on-ball pick. Takes it downhill at Pryor. She is fouled. As her teammates rush to her. We'll see a little bit of huddles here underneath the basket, but the referees just give them a little hurry up. So let's go.
With 1.6 on the clock, Koenig here will shoot 2. And you think for the Wildcats, they won't want to be giving up any type of shot.
Holding her hand here.
Koenig hurt her left hand when she landed on that last penetration there. So hopefully she's all okay.
She just go, I'll shake it out. Didn't affect her. I guess she shoots with her right hand. The Wildcats here, you might see them pressure up a little bit after what Coach Spencer said, but Paige Price able to get the shot off, unable to go. And we're looking for a big fourth quarter here.
Yeah, well, the Wildcats leading 67 to 64. Yeah, with no VJBL games on a Friday tonight with the game tonight, the stadium and the den here is quite full. There's a little bit, especially with a lot of Victorian athletes in the COE, all the families, they don't get to see their kids very often. Brothers and sisters and mums and dads all come down and get to watch their siblings play. Just,
and it looks like
great.
A few of their friends have wandered in as well.
You can see previous teammates for other associates, come down and watch them play, which is great.
You wouldn't be talking about Kira Rowe and Beck Pizzi, who just walked past us before, come to support some of the girls they would have been at school with
there's some
last year or the
Southern
year before.
Pin girls up there in the corner, and some from Altona. They're all over the place here supporting their fellow teammates from their local associations.
As is, you talk about no Friday night basketball, and as you see, little competitions for the Wildcat juniors on the court, but you see them all in the stands, and just looking across, there's kids that would have been in our little holiday camps too for the Wildcats have come down and gone, I want to have a look at this, I want to see what it's like, and maybe it's something just to drive them as they go a little bit forward. As the Wildcats are out on the floor here quite early. Coach Bonghetti giving them the last message.
I think for the Wildcats, probably the one that, for a couple of things for me, is Mulligan, no score in the third quarter. Brook didn't score in the third quarter. And then Swears not scoring in the third quarter. So they need to make sure we keep all those three scoring. Where for the COE, Smith getting 5 for the quarter to take her tally to 16. But it's everybody involved for the COE. Everybody's chipping in with a little bit, not having to get dominant scorer to get 30. Just everybody contribute their little bit.
But it's not just the not just some of the starters for the COE. It is that bench points. And they do hold a little bit of a lead in that. But it is the Wildcats on top. The ball's in play here. Kunek running the one. Wildcats going back to that pick and roll action. You see Chelsea Brook there. Executed really well. She'll put the ball on the floor, and there's that 2 points.
Much better movement from the Wildcats. Jump out, defend Brook on the 3, and she blows by and gets a layup.
Melbourne here gives the ball to Hawaii. Looking for that little step back. Sarah Rose Smith wanted to put the ball on the floor. Take it at Kunek. Kicks it to Melbourne. Deep 3 here from Hawaii. It's no good. Kunek come up with the boards.
There's Coach Spencer yelling out, get going. He wants them to push the ball hard.
Told Mulligan to go post up, and as she does, she'll get fouled. She'll go to the line for one.
I think that's the advantage, that you push the ball hard, find the post, seal straight away. They can't get any help to come in. One-on-one, you get to the hoop. Great job from Mulligan. And hello to the Mulligan family if they're out and about in the US watching. Hello to them.
We do know it's early morning over there, Dwayne.
Yeah, it's great to have daughter here playing with the Wildcats.
As it is, Wildcats extended to 8.
A little mismatch switch in the post with Rees.
Good double there from Gillum. There's Melbourne with a 3. Close out from Mulligan.
Good box out there from Gillum. Probably not the 3-point shooter you want to leave with Melbourne shooting the 3, but unfortunately, luckily for the Wildcats, come up short. Unlucky for the COE.
Wildcats getting that movement again. Looking to go inside to Mulligan.
Tough defence from Smith all over Gillum. Not allowing her to curl and get that easy one.
Gillum on the boards.
Kept it alive, just tipped it back.
Was able to just sneak free from Smith. Kunek wants that high on ball. Snatches back, elbow jumper. Unable to get it go here.
There's Smith, just getting after the ball. So we're keeping it here.
Hawaii at the ring. She'll be fouled by Mulligan. Points will count. There's that little outside finish that you talk about, Dwayne. Yeah, keeping the ball away from the D and just throwing it up off the glass. Give it a chance.
And that finishing outside your body, such a big weapon. With so many long athletes playing, you'd be able to shoot it away from the long hands. Yeah. And we've got a timeout here. Coach Veal wants to talk about it a little bit.
As it is, you talk about keeping the ball away from the defender on that one. Also does get known as, and I know some people who have called it this, it might be known as the frapper a little bit old school.
Well, that goes way back into the early 90s when maybe your father might have been playing Seaball way back for the Arrows.
Might have been his specialty. But as it is a 6-point game here, early in the fourth. Here's for the COE. They've proven that they can get themselves there, despite how many they've got on the court, or how many coming off the bench. They're going to push and push and push. for as hard as they can. And Veal, Coach Veal there, she'll have something up her sleeve just to create that open shot.
Well, at the end of the day, it's 5 against 5. Doesn't matter how many you got on the bench or whatever. You've just got to beat the 5 that you got. The COE have been great in the second half. Much better defensively, contesting everything, and offensively executed great. We knock down the foul shot. And they get into this half-court trap situation again.
Wildcats just bring it up the floor. Schwiers has a look at that three. That'll be her first shot attempt from the three this half. Hasn't been able to get anything off. As
yeah, she sat out for quite a bit there in the third. You've got to have the confidence come in, knock down the three.
Mulligan talking defence on the screen there. There's Smith going at Schwiers. Able to get to go, but gets a hand on it. The Wildcats to come up with it. The Wildcats push the ball down the court here.
There's that one. Push the ball early, couldn't get it in the paint, and now execute.
Canusis wanting to create off that on ball, and she'll get fouled.
Bit unlucky from Fuller. But Smith right now for the COE defensively is just all over them. Cause pressure.
Canusis to throw it in. She'll get it to Kunek. Hawaii are all over her. Chelsea Brook there. Late in the shot clock. Little dump to the roller. Hit Mulligan at that high post. Unable to get the jump shot to go. Smith running the floor hard. They do find her. She puts it on the floor.
Looking for Rees in that dunker spot.
Might have almost had a little reverse layup there too, Dwayne.
Yeah, I reckon a little reverse layup could have been there. And she has a little bit of a rest, Smith, with Price coming back in.
Kunek set up the offense here. Wildcats putting the ball inside. Chelsea Brook finds Maggie Mulligan on the dive. But great defense there from Hawaii. She gets a hand on it, blocks the shot.
Mulligan didn't look too happy. Even Coach Spencer's up.
A little confused with that one, Coach Spencer. Melbourne here with the ball. Little fake pass there from Hawaii. There's Price. Late in the shot clock. Melbourne gets her feet in the paint. Little floater. Nice touch there from Jade Melbourne. Straight away, the Wildcats pushing the ball down the court. Here's Mulligan inside. Takes it at Rees. Falling away on the hook shot. Unable to get it to go.
A little bit short. Just got to get all the way up to the rim.
There's Hawaii
with that pull up. Lovely little pull up.
And as it is, Dwayne, it's a 1 point game here.
That timeout from Coach Veal earlier, just to settle them down when they got 7 or 8 down. And Smith's going to check back in.
For Hawaii here. It's her at fourth.
Her fourth, so that's going to be tough now. She's starting to get it going offensively. Hawaii, so
Pollard hit a couple of triples there. Still on the bench. Coach Veal might be just waiting to get her in late in the quarter. The strong boards there from Sarah Rose Smith.
You can see Coach Veal waving to get going, push the ball. And that's why. Get it, attack them down the paint.
Canusis running the floor here. Finds Schwiers. Schwiers with the 3 ball, and
there
it's good! Chelsea Schwiers.
That's. You teach the juniors, feet in the paint, look to score on the fast break layup. No, it's Schwiers, it's pull up, shoot the 3 on the fast break. As Rees back in the paint, scores again.
Coach Spencer getting on his team. Enforcing a little bit of defense is what he wants. As Kunek will come back up, get the ball here. She wants to create. She is fouled on a little scoop layup there.
All that hard work, you've really got to make that layup.
And there it is. Pollard will check in for Fuller.
He's going to test the Wildcats right now with Rees will back in the paint, but Pollard will certainly go to the 3 and stretch them. That could create some mismatch problems, stretching them out. But Koenig missing a foul shot on the first one, pretty rare, I would have thought.
As it is, you're talking about Rees. She's got 14 points, shooting at 5 of 7 from the field. As Smith takes it at Koenig and she'll draw a foul. She'll go to the line. Chance to cut it back to that 1 point.
And that'll be Koenig's 4th. Now this will be the coach question: do you leave her in, take her out? I think with 4 minutes to go, close. You just got to leave them in and let them go. She did foul out at Albury last week, and Gillum came in and was great in the last 3 minutes, and they end up getting a win. A bit of a tale of the season for the Wildcats, that they'll leave it till right late.
They love a little close game, the Wildcats.
Probably doesn't do the blood pressure for Coach Spencer any good. Price
with the 3.
Step back 3.
And it's all square. Koenig finds Panousis. She wants to create off the dribble here. Schweers looking for the ball early. Chelsea Brook with the 3-point attempt. It's no good to go. Melbourne here looking to push the ball. Good running hard there from Sarah Smith. Koenig all over her. Melbourne off that high on ball. Price skips it across.
Good findings for Smith inside, just couldn't quite hang on to it.
It is all square. 3:54 here to go.
So I think with 3 minutes 50 to go, the Wildcats are pretty got to get this win. I think they need 2 of the last 3 to make the playoffs.
Your ears must be burning. I reckon I heard Greg Jeffers just then talking to the court announcer about it, but the Wildcats do realise what's at stake here.
Good penetration, create some separation, and Brooks, easy one in the corner.
There's that feet in the paint that you talked about. There's that defence. Chelsea Brooks stepping out. Melbourne down the middle.
Miscommunication defensively, and Panousis, not sure who's meant to go over or under, but runs into the screen and Melbourne gets an easy score.
3 minutes here to go. Story of last week, nice and close. Wildcats were down a little bit more. It's Melbourne directing traffic here. Going to get high on ball here. Kick it to Smith. Hand off to Price. Price with that 3-point attempt. Able to get it to go.
Smith over the back, no foul. Rees comes up a bit short.
Rees slow to get up there, but turnover by the Wildcats. Pollard as Mulligan
gets a foul. So Coach Spencer not entirely happy right now.
It looks like he's grabbed his whiteboard, and there's that timeout. So 2.5 minutes here, Dwayne, all square. The COE just, Coach Veal wants them to push it a little bit more, try and get that transition game going and get their feet in the paint. But you've seen, especially on the last play for the Wildcats, Panousis gets her feet in the paint, just finds Chelsea Brook with a little short corner jump shot.
I think this is it's going to be good confidence booster for the COE tonight. Like, first game, we've got 3 games for the weekend. If they can get up and get this win tonight, they'll be really excited going into their game at Hobart, against Hobart tomorrow at Hawthorn. I think the game is tomorrow, from memory, but on top of my head.
Just have a look on the
2 minutes 30 to go. COE on the line. And we're tied at 78. So it'll be a whole lot of fun this last 2.5 minutes.
You're correct there, Dwayne. Playing out of Burundara Sports Complex.
Yeah, and I think they're at Sandringham on Sunday. So
Bit of travelling there for the
big weekend.
COE. They can get this one. Bit of confidence as you talk about as Rees goes to the line. Ish puts in the first. That'll take her to 16 points.
And she subs out. And Pryor comes back in.
Extended little half-court press here. Miscommunication as to where they needed to be. There's Mulligan inside. She looking for a foul.
Quite get it to go. Probably could have been a foul there, but let go.
Tough defense from Pollard. COE Melbourne push the ball down the floor. Schweer's in the lane, and she's going to push it. And this time she'll take the layup and get the two. It's all square again.
It's just a bit of defensive effort right now for the Wildcats.
As you hear the fans for the Wildcats getting into the game here. There's that little scissor action. There's Smith with the three, but O-board to Pollard on her left hand, and she'll get it to go.
That was on earlier in the game that they popped straight away, and the big just rolled straight down middle. Tonight, that one, pop, give it to the shooter, but they keep it alive.
Chelsea Brook to Chelsea Schweers. Schweers with the three-point attempt. It is short, but Mulligan on the boards. She is fouled.
And that will send the Wildcats to the foul line because the COE in the bonus. So Mulligan will go to shoot two.
Pollard will check out. Hawaii will check in. Minute 25. Do we see an overtime here, Dwayne?
Well, I'll let you know after this foul shot. It's always good to sit on the fence, surely.
I'm able to get it to go. It's going to be Wildcats
comes up with
ball.
the Wildcats ball. Yeah, I don't think I'll see a. I don't think I'll see an overtime right now.
Into Brook to Kunek. Here's Schweers on the three-point line. She's going to put the ball on the floor. There's that feet in the paint again. Wildcats come up short with the three-point attempt. We got Melbourne. Bring the ball down the court. Early pick here.
Melbourne
and she gets it to go. Fans all up and about. Friends, family there behind Melbourne. Gillum will check in here.
Not sure Mulligan checks out. Not sure that was a fifth maybe. Didn't see the score bench, but Gillum will come in with a minute 6 to go. 3 up the COE.
That was Mulligan's third. The extra's good, and Coach Spencer will get a timeout here. 4-point game. From here, what do? Do you go the early, get a quick two?
I'm getting any score I can get.
Any score you can get.
At 4 down, you need 2 scores as a minimum to tie. And there's probably 3 or 4 possessions in it, so
plenty of time left here.
Plenty of time to get a score. Then it's all about got to get a stop at the other end. Can't give up easy scores like they have the last couple of times. Put that punch screen on the top and just getting straight down the middle, attacking the paint. And it's either foul or we're giving up layups. It's probably just not good enough help rotation on the defense because you can't leave the shooter on the weak side.
Would have been a little miscommunication too. If you're Coach Spencer here, you're going to take it from the opposite end baseline, not advance the ball, because you want to use your full. You want to be able to get your full 24 to be able to create that open shot and look to advance it here.
Well, let's see. Minute 6 to go. Let's hope the Wildcats can get a score and get it back and to take a right down deep.
They're overloading the floor here, the Wildcats. Swear's going to cut through. Kunek's going to lift. Panousis out the opposite side. Switching here. Here's Kunek with the 3 ball. Alice Kunek with the 3. And the Wildcats straight up the court. Panousis all over it. Melbourne able to hand the pressure.
Let's take their time. COE, nothing, no urgency. Just got to make sure they execute.
Wildcats don't need to foul here. High on ball screen. There's Paige Price with a 3-point attempt. No good.
Good rebound from Pryor.
Melbourne pull it out.
Just got an isolation. Oh, look to go in the paint.
Panousis
and a foul.
It takes it out to 3.
That'll be the 4th on Panousis. So with 23 seconds to go, Pryor on the line, 3-point lead. Missed shot. They toss it away and then they're going to foul, and that'll be Panousis' 5th.
Five fouls there.
And that'll put
Melbourne at the line.
I'm not sure who on the Melbourne to the line. That'll be Stuggold will come in.
Coach Spencer still around his troops. 16 seconds here. Pressure on Melbourne. Unable to get the first. Trying to keep it interesting here, is she? Hits the second.
Well, 56% foul shooter. You're probably going to make one of the two. Good screen in the middle of the floor.
Falls over on that sign.
Cooney gets to the hoop with the foul.
She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, timeout. No, Coach Veal doesn't want the timeout.
And Kunik on the line.
And now we do have the timeout
for Blue. So with Kunik on the line at 88% foul shooter, 4 down. What do you do? Make the 2, hopefully.
I believe Coach Veal just used her last timeout as well. So we're going to leave it up to the players. She's going to draw up something here, providing Kunik will knock them both in. Little inbounds play here. $84-88. A little bit of numerology up on the board there for the just with the Wildcats score.
Well, we spoke at half-time about the COE having to probably defend a little bit better and giving up 26 a quarter. For the second half, they've only given up 32 in the second half, so great job defensively by them. And then offensively, they've been great. Got 47 so far for the half, so 41 at the half, 47. So
big second half there.
For Coach Spencer giving up that many in the second half, probably not what he'd be wanting either.
As it is, Kunik at the line. Gets the first to go.
First. 3-point game, 8 seconds to go.
Gets the second to go.
Second.
And here it is. They're all over the ball.
full court pressure here.
Wildcats unable to get the foul there.
Couldn't get it.
And Melbourne have just hit a floater.
Melbourne get it. And the COE take the win, 90-86. And you just see the smiles on the faces from the COE. Great job defensively in the second half. Took the Wildcats out of what they wanted to do.
4 people in double figures there for the COE. You got Hawaii and Melbourne, both with 14, but it was Rees and Smith that drove the offense for the COE. 16 points apiece, but it comes from getting on the rebounds as well. And Rees had 5 offensive rebounds. Just keeping the ball alive is all it was.
I think and creating that target and being effective in the paint from Rees was key because it created space. You had to defend everybody else. So at sometimes we're looking to double in on her, created space for other people to get open and score. So
as it was, you talk about that defensive effort. It was Chelsea Swiers had 17 in the first half. Only 5 points for that second half. So they took her right out of the game. Alice Kunik had 18, Chelsea Brooks 16 and 9. 5 starters for the Wildcats, all got into double figures. And you just see here for the COE on court, just a little bit of family time. Just being able to catch up with their family, say hello before they go into their post game and probably hang around to watch the boys a little bit and then jump on the bus before they leave.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking it'll be catch up with some family now, and then they'll be heading off to get some rest. And with game tomorrow against Hobart, and then one on Sunday, rest and recovery is going to be key for them. But hey, yeah, pain doesn't goes away pretty quickly when you get a win. Those sore bodies don't feel as sore when you get a win, and they're all smiles. So well done to the COE. And but the Wildcats puts them in a hole now, having to win their last 2 to make it into the playoffs with Nuttawading and Melbourne next week. So that's going to be tough for them.
As it is. That is game 1 of the doubleheader here. You see the Wildcat men are out on the court here. We're just going to take a short breather in between these 2 games as we get ready for the action of the 2 men's teams. Coming up at 8 o'clock. Make sure you don't go too far away from your screens at home. Ready for a big second game.